How much money you really need to retire comfortably, the harsh truth. Have you ever thought about retirement and wondered, am I saving enough? Or maybe you've heard that you need $1 million or even more to retire comfortably. If you're over 45, you might feel a mix of excitement and anxiety about your golden years. But here's the harsh truth. Many Americans are woefully unprepared for retirement. According to recent studies, nearly half of all households aged 55 and older have no retirement savings at all. And for those who do, the average balance is far below what's needed to sustain a comfortable lifestyle. In this video, I'm going to reveal how much money you really need to retire comfortably in America. And it's not just about hitting some arbitrary number. We'll talk about real-life expenses, hidden costs, and practical steps you can take to ensure your retirement is secure. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear understanding of what it takes to retire comfortably and what you can do to get there.
Introduction: the reality of retirement costs.
Before we dive into the numbers, let's talk about why retirement planning is so crucial, especially if you're over 45. Retirement isn't just about stopping work. It's about maintaining your quality of life without worrying about money. Unfortunately, many people underestimate how much they'll need to cover basic expenses like housing, healthcare, food, and leisure activities. The truth is, the cost of living doesn't stop when you retire. It often increases due to factors like inflation, rising healthcare costs, and longer lifespans. For example, a 65-year-old couple retiring today can expect to spend over $300,000 on healthcare alone during their retirement years. Add in housing, utilities, groceries, travel, and other expenses, and the total adds up quickly. So, how much do you really need to retire comfortably? Let's break it down step by step. Step 1. Estimate your annual expenses in retirement. The first step in determining how much you'll need to retire is figuring out your annual expenses. Most financial experts recommend aiming for about 70 to 80% of your pre-retirement income to maintain your current lifestyle. However, this percentage can vary depending on your personal circumstances. For instance, if you earn $60,000 per year before retirement, you'll likely need around $42,000, $48,000 annually during retirement. To get a clearer picture, sit down and calculate your actual expenses. Consider categories like housing, mortgage, rent, property taxes, maintenance, healthcare, insurance premiums, prescriptions, out-of-pocket costs, food and groceries, transportation, car payments, gas, insurance, public transit, and leisure activities, travel, hobbies, dining out. Once you have an estimate of your annual expenses, multiply that number by the number of years you expect to live in retirement. On average, Americans live into their mid-80s, so plan for at least 20 to 30 years of retirement income. Step 2. Factor in healthcare costs. One of the biggest expenses in retirement is healthcare. Even with Medicare, which begins at age 65, you'll still face significant out-of-pocket costs. Deductibles, co-payments, prescription drugs, and supplemental insurance can add up quickly. According to Fidelity Investments, a 65-year-old couple retiring today will need approximately $315,000 saved just for healthcare expenses throughout their retirement. That's a staggering number, but it's not insurmountable if you plan ahead. Consider opening a health savings account, HSA, if you're eligible, as these accounts offer tax advantages specifically for medical expenses. Additionally, research supplemental insurance plans to fill gaps in Medicare coverage. Don't wait until retirement to think about healthcare costs. Start preparing now to avoid being caught off guard later. Step 3. Plan for inflation and longevity risk. Another critical factor to consider is inflation. Over time, the cost of goods and services will rise, meaning your retirement savings will buy less in the future than they do today. Historically, inflation averages around 3% per year. While that may not sound like much, it can significantly erode your purchasing power over decades. Additionally, longevity risk, the possibility of outliving your savings, is a real concern. With life expectancy increasing, Many retirees will need their savings to last 20, 30, or even 40 years. To mitigate these risks, diversify your investments and consider annuities or other guaranteed income streams that provide steady payouts for life. Planning for inflation and longevity ensures that your money lasts as long as you do. Step 4. Build multiple income streams for retirement. Relying solely on Social Security or a 401k isn't enough for most people to retire comfortably. The average Social Security benefit is around $1,800 per month, which is barely enough to cover basic needs. To supplement your income, focus on building multiple streams of retirement income. Maximize contributions to tax-advantaged accounts like IRAs and 401ks, and invest in stocks, bonds, or real estate for long-term growth. Creating passive income through rental properties, dividends, or side businesses can also provide additional financial security. Delaying Social Security benefits until age 70 can increase your monthly payouts, giving you a stronger safety net. By diversifying your income sources, you'll reduce the risk of running out of money in retirement. Step 5. Take action today. It's never too late. If you're over 45 and haven't started saving aggressively for retirement, don't panic. But don't procrastinate either. The sooner you start, the better off you'll be thanks to compound interest. Begin by increasing your savings rate and cutting unnecessary expenses, redirecting that money toward retirement accounts. If you're 50 or older, take advantage of catch-up contributions allowed in IRAs and 401ks, which let you save extra money tax-free each year. Staying in the workforce a few extra years can also make a huge difference. Not only will you save more, but you'll delay tapping into your retirement funds. Finally, consult a financial advisor to create a personalized retirement plan and identify areas where you can improve. Remember, every dollar you save today brings you one step closer to a secure retirement. Conclusion: the harsh truth about retirement. So, how much money do you really need to retire comfortably? The answer depends on your unique situation, but a general rule of thumb is to aim for 10 to 12 times your final salary saved by retirement age. For example, if you earn $60,000 per year, you'll need around $600,000, $720,000. However, if you live in a high-cost area or have expensive hobbies, you may need even more. The harsh truth is that many Americans are underprepared for retirement, but it's never too late to take control of your financial future. Start by estimating your expenses, factoring in healthcare and inflation, and building multiple income streams. Then, take action today to close the gap between where you are and where you want to be. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more practical financial advice tailored for people over 45. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Take charge of your retirement. It's worth it.